been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. And when I say crazy, it typically means crazy awesome. So we are having ourselves what can only be described as a crazy awesome day. And I hope that that is the same for you. If it's not yet, it will be soon. Let's go ahead and declare that, right? If it's not crazy awesome yet, it will be soon, you guys. All right. So let me just tell you this. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, what you're going to want to do is click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you are not watching this on the YouTubes, what you do, if you like what I'm talking about, is you go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, click on the subscribe button, and then the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. They come on all the honking time. It's not just my lives. There's all sorts of gold over there, okay? It's almost like the library of the Marthaverse. Like that's kind of what it's like over on the YouTube channel. So do make sure that if you like what I'm talking about, that you are subscribed to it, simply so you find out when stuff comes on, okay? Let me get that out of there. Oh, my word. You guys, this is just... Oh, what a great day. What a great day. I'm just feeling like a momentum for all of us in the world, right? I'm feeling a momentum for all of us that maybe thought life was one kind of way and are waking up to the concept that it's actually not. That actually life is completely different and something that we can choose. We can choose the way that we get to live our lives. And that's like, I just feel people waking up to that concept, and it does nothing but energize the crud out of me, because that's what I feel like I'm here for. So whenever that happens, I'm like, oh, game on, you guys, game on. Let's change our worlds, right? Let's do this. Okay. Let me say good morning to some folks. Sherry, good morning. Good morning, Graham. Carrie, morning from Wisconsin. Have a blessed day. Miss Carrie, I hope you stay warm. Michelle, morning blessings. Good morning, Michelle. She's down in, are you in the Keys? You're on the southern part of Florida. I know that. Lorna, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you, Lorna. Danielle, good morning. Had writer's block a couple days and it's finally gone. Yes. Today's affirmation, I inspire my people by being the positive role model. Danielle, that's an amazing affirmation. Fantastic. I inspire my people by being a positive role model. Boom. Just drilled right down on that. Judith, good morning to you. Michelle, yes, he's moving, waking people up. Yes. In the midst, y'all. In the midst. You can feel it. You can feel it. So good. Corey, good morning, Miss Martha. Good morning to you. Elle, morning. Michelle, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sharon, good morning from Texas. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, Miss. Devery, good morning. Spring is only 47 days away. Devery, if you come to Florida, spring is also today. So you can also, I mean, it's not called spring, but it's kind of spring. It's an Iowa spring. We've got an Iowa spring day today. Catherine, hi Martha from Malaysia. Oh, hey Catherine, so nice to see you. Robin, morning with Martha. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Hey girl, Texas says good morning. Texas, the whole state of Texas said good morning, and I say good morning, Texas. Michelle, come on down. It's nice and warm. Heck yeah. I will be down there. I'll be in Miami in June filming the reality show. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Maybe we'll have to have a coffee. Martina, good morning from Canada. Sarah, good morning, beautiful. Finally getting so excited for business again. There it is. There it is. Devery, working on it. Yeah. Michelle, my world has been behold. Boom. Morning from Canada, from Alberta. My gosh, good morning. Heather, always love drinking my coffee with you every morning. Such motivation. Oh, I love it. I love having coffee with you guys. Shelly, hi, beautiful. Canada is cold. Oh. James, good morning, Martha. My favorite way to start my day. Boom. Boom. All right. Let's go ahead and get into stuff here. Let me just do this. All right. So we are going to talk about 3 things to avoid when starting a personal brand. 3 things to not do when starting a personal brand, okay? All you have to do is do a quick Google search on personal branding, and you're gonna see, you should do this, and you should do this, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And a lot of it doesn't matter, right? I mean, let's just be real, a lot of it doesn't matter. There's a lot of busy work involved when you do a Google search of personal branding. There's a lot of just busy stuff where it's like, meh, doesn't really matter. You could do it, you could not do it. Your success doesn't hinge on it. Let's say that. Your success doesn't hinge on it. Could just be busy work. I, for one, when I was in school, didn't like busy work. I actually got a little miffed. I got a little mad when I had to do busy work. Like, give me something relevant. Give me something I actually need to do here, right? So, again, 3 things to avoid, don't do when starting a personal brand, okay? So you guys know I'm all about personal brand. Like this is everything that I teach, so in HBR and everything is all around personal branding. And that's because whenever we're dealing with a personal brand, we're dealing with ourselves as people, our character, right? And then also our families, if we want to include like all of that into what we do, right? But it's our personal brand. It's our worldview. It's who we are. It's how we see things, right? And then it's also what we love and what we're passionate about and how we want to serve and all of those things. But that's all enveloped in personal brand. Okay, so this isn't like a corporate thing. But that's because I'm not talking to corporations, unless you're a corporation watching me, which is weird because a corporation is many people. You are one. You know what I'm saying? So personal brand, I'm talking to you. A lot of people do not understand this, that we are all living, breathing, walking, talking personal brands, whether you know it or not. Okay? You're it already, but you may not act like it, and you may not be reigning in the power of it, because you will not own the fact that you're a personal brand. Everybody is one. My 80-year-old mother is a personal brand. She is. She is. Now, has she reined it in? Has she created income streams from it and things like that? No, she hasn't. Because she doesn't listen to me, quite frankly. And she's 80 and chooses not to, and that's fine. That's her. Maybe if I caught her when she was 40. Of course, I was a baby, right? So, like, it's different. That's different. But what I'm saying, you guys, is that every single person on the planet is a personal brand. My 6-year-old is a personal brand. Okay? So she, as she's growing up, I'm showing her, here's how this works. Here's how you're able to develop this. Here's how you like to serve. Here's what I see you doing. Here's what I see that you like. I speak life over her, all of that. I'm going to get off of this tangent here, but what I'm trying to explain to you first before we dive into this is that you are a personal brand whether or not you have a business already. Okay? All right. Number 1, 3 things to avoid when starting a personal brand. Number 1, looking at other people's stuff. Stop looking at other people's stuff. Okay? Not stop looking at other people's stuff to support them. Sure. Look at other people's stuff and lift them up, speak life over them, support them, all of that. Yes, of course. Stop looking at other people's stuff to validate you. Stop looking at other people's stuff to wonder if you're doing it right. Stop looking at other people's stuff to see if yours is as pretty as theirs. Okay? What we do, you guys, whenever we look at other people's stuff to validate ourselves, is we're holding ourselves up against somebody else that doesn't even, why? Why are we doing it? Right? Because if we're holding ourselves up against somebody else and what they have going on, there is no direct comparison. There's no point of direct comparison. It's not apples to apples. So why are you doing it? Okay? You're doing it likely because you think think that this person, think not know, but think that this person is successful and I need to do what they're doing. You need to do what you need to do. You need to focus on your people, who you're here to serve, your people. If you focus on being more like them, you're already showing up outside of your God-given skill set. You're trying to show up as someone else when you were created to be you. There's so much value in you being you. I know that people say it all over the place and it's said so much that we're almost like, yeah. I'm here to tell you there is serious value, and your success only lives in the place where you are unashamedly, transparently you. That's the only place success lives. You cannot be successful being someone else. You may have a short-lived spike of success, but it's not for the long haul. And then you'll be like, what happened? I don't know, you're not that person. And so when you try to bring that person, when you try to act like that person, you essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to bring in that person's people to you. And then you're going to have to keep playing a role and showing up as somebody else for the rest of your life. Now let's switch it. What if you're bringing your people into you? What if you're not worried about what anybody else is doing? You guys, whenever we live in our own lane, whenever we're living our own purpose and we're living our own mission, we are only on our highway. You can't see anyone else around you because no one shares your lane. Your lane is yours alone, and you cannot compare yourself against anybody else because there's nobody else even in your lane. Okay? So the minute that you start comparing yourself against somebody else, you're starting to you're weaving into traffic. Okay? You're weaving into danger because that's not what you're here for. It's a stronghold. It's easy. It's a stronghold. It's something that's going to keep you small. It's something that's going to hold you back from your divine purpose. It's a stronghold, you guys. To compare yourself with somebody else. You're going to think I'm less than, I can't do this, da-da-da-da-da. All of these things that make you not show up as who you are to the people in the world that need you. Okay? Stronghold. Be careful. Be careful with it. Some people will look at it and they'll reposition it and they'll say, oh, well, it's research. It's research. Sure, you can call it whatever you want to say. It's a stronghold. That's what it really is. Okay? Now, seeing how people do things, right? The structure of how they do things, but not showing up as them. If you look at how they do things and you're like, oh, I would like to also do it like that, but mine, but like that, I like that. That's taking inspiration. But to try to show up as somebody, that's a stronghold. Okay? Be so careful. I love you. All right? Number 2. First of all, tell me in the comments, you guys, if you have succumbed to that stronghold before. It's okay. We all have. I have. 10 years ago, I have. Right? We all have. But let's just admit it to each other. We're building a community here, okay? And it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say, yeah, I goofed. And then, all right, oops, and then move on, right? That happened. And then you just move on. You don't beat yourself up over it. You don't say that defines you as a purpose. You're a person. You move on, right? So tell me in the comments if you've succumbed to that stronghold before. Number 2, 3 things to avoid when starting a personal brand is spending too much money on things you don't need. How about that? Who else is going to talk about that? You know what I'm saying? Here's what I did. When I first started my business 10 years ago, oh gosh, it was like 11 years ago now. Whew, I got to stop saying 10 years ago. It ain't true. It's 11 now. But when reality hit me square in the face this morning. But whenever I started my business, however many years ago, you know what I'm saying? What I did was I went and bought up all the things. I bought all the softwares and all of the things, and I'm like, here's what I need. They say I need this, and they say I need this, and they say I need this, and da-da-da-da-da. Here they all are, you know? Buy all the subscriptions. Okay, cool, I have them all, right? They're all lined up in front of me, virtually, you know, because they're online subscriptions. But they're all essentially lined up in front of me, and I'm like, here's all of my stuff. Look at me in my business and how awesome I am. I needed maybe one or two of those things. Just because somebody says that you need a thing doesn't mean it's actually going to be helpful in your business. And that doesn't make them malicious, doesn't make those people malicious. It just means that not every business needs all of those tools. And for a personal brand, quite frankly, we don't really need that many tools. There are a lot of people that will say, well, you have to run Facebook ads. No, you don't. You have to spend a bunch of money on advertising. No, you don't. You're going to have to buy, this funnel software and da-da-da-da-da, all of these things. No, you don't. I have a friend that runs a software company that has mixed all of these softwares together into one price, that instead of like spending, I don't know, like $3,000 a month on stuff, it's like $90 or something. So, I mean, you just don't need all of that stuff. So just be very careful whenever you're getting into that stuff, because everywhere you look, people are going to make you feel like you need a subscription for that thing. And you likely don't need a subscription for that thing, okay? What's really wise, what I would do if I were you, just because I know, this is why I'm going to say this, I would join my group. So my group the link is in the comment or the description of this video, okay? It's Heart-Centered and Successful Work-at-Home Moms. It's a Facebook group, it's a free group. Ask what you need in there. I've been through it, I know this stuff. I've got strong swagger when it comes to the stuff that I know. And I know what you need and what you don't need depending on what business you're running, okay? So just ask in there, what do I need this? Like, get specific and say, do I need this software? This is my business. I'll answer you. Tag me in it, I'll answer you. I'll say, no, you don't. Or yeah, you probably do. Like, that's probably something you actually do need. But just go ahead and jump in there and ask me questions. You guys, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys understand and weave through the confusion of building out your online business, the confusion that is created by a bunch of people trying to sell a bunch of things, okay? So, number 2, 3 things to avoid when starting a personal brand. Number 2, spending too much money on things you don't need. Join my group, ask me if you need it, period. Also, there's plenty of other trainings and things like that in there that you would probably love. So there's that. Let me know in the comments, you guys, if you did this in the beginning of your own journey. If you bought all of the softwares and then realized, like, I don't actually need any of these. There's one software I'm still paying for because I don't know how to cancel it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I pay $7 a month to something, and I don't know what it is. Also, I don't know how to cancel it, and I think I've had it for about 10 years. That's my world. So there's that. Okay, you guys, number 3 things to avoid when starting a personal brand. Number 3 is getting new education so you can work. Okay, let me make this make sense to you, okay? There are some people that believe that they need to get certified in XYZ in order to be able to start creating their income streams. Now, if you're going to be a surgeon, yes, you should probably get your license or whatever it is for that, right? If you're going to be a lawyer, you probably need to pass some tests or something, right? But whenever it comes to our personal brand and us showing people how we've overcome things or making it up easy for other people to overcome things that we have also overcome, you don't need letters behind your name. You don't need certifications or any sort of diplomas or anything for you to be able to help other people get through something that you got through as well. Let me release that belief from you right now, Okay? Because that belief alone could be keeping you super small and not allowing you to actually think big and creating this brand that you can you could already have income streams around yourself if you could just stop believing that. Okay? It's the biggest stronghold that I see for people that are coming into any of my programs is they're like, but don't I need X, Y, and Z? No, you don't. You have experience. Even people that are hiring in the corporate world right now, they say college degree or X number of experience, X number of years of experience. College degree or X number of years of experience. And the reason why is because experience is better than letters. Whenever it comes in some things. Now, like I said, there are obvious things that you need certification for, and that's like, being a surgeon, stuff like that. There's stuff that you need to. I'm not telling people how to be doctors or lawyers or anything like that, right? But what I'm saying is, if you've gone through something in your life and you're showing other people how to get through that, you don't need certification to do that. Now, that said, are there things that can help you that you can put into your toolbox that will make you even better or make it make you more effective in the transformation of those people? 100% yes. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't let the certification part of things stop you from beginning. You can begin now. And then as you go, you can add on, like if you're going to do ULA Life Coaching, which I think is excellent. By the way, 2 thumbs up, ULA Life Coaching. Just add water if you want to be a life coach. Like they've got the whole system set up for you. If you want to do it, ulalife.com/Martha. It's seriously boss. I 100% suggest it. I've been through it myself. So there's that. But there's that, and then if you want to do like AFT or whatever things you want to get certified in, that's fine that you want to get certified. It's totally fine and it's great. Don't let it be a paralysis point. That's what I'm saying. Don't let it be a speed bump that becomes so big that you literally cannot get over it, right? You start your business and then you build yourself as you go. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not, whether you plan for it to or not. What's going to happen is you're going to start your business and you're going to keep developing yourself. You're going to keep getting better. You're going to keep adding things into your toolbox. You guys, that's life. That's what's going to happen. Don't let it stop you from beginning, because that's not how it works. You got to begin first. You got to begin and then develop, because you got yourself into a place like you've worked through something in your life that you can teach somebody else. That's already a thing. Start and then make yourself better along the way. We all are. We're all making ourselves better along the way. In the comments, let me know what you guys have done. If certification paralysis has happened to you. And if it hasn't happened to you, please give somebody else watching this video advice. So in the comments, I would love to hear your advice to people that are feeling certification or knowledge paralysis. Paralysis that they don't know enough about a thing. I want to hear your guys' advice. Why do I ask that? Because we're a community. Because it's not just about me. Because we are a community, okay? That's why. All right, so that was it, guys. 3 things to avoid when starting a personal brand. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me get back down to the comments here. Danielle, P.S. It comes at the right time. Praise Jesus. 4 years sober today. Ooh, yes, nice. Michelle, goosebumps, insecurity hit. Let's see. Delshad, yes, totally. It's an amazing feeling. I keep saying, get rid of the FOMO. Yes, Just amen. So great, Martha. You're so right. Oh, I do that. Man, stop looking at other people's stuff to validate us. Boom. Yes. I am staying in my own lane. I know the Lord has huge plans for me. That's exactly right. It's exactly right. Christiana, it's kind of apples to butternut squash. There it is. I love that. Oh man, I'm 25 minutes in. Dang, y'all. That was crazy. All right. Well, I need to do this because I have half off today for HBR. So, here we go. What you guys are going to do, if you are wanting to learn from me and how I develop these income streams, not just how I figure out an income stream, but how you figure out what income streams work for you, how you're able to create this whole thing. You guys, it's a system and it's duplicating over and over and over and over again, okay? This is not me just saying, hey, this stuff works. It's like, it's duplicating. It's people are working it and doing it, okay? Like it works for everyone. So that said, what you're going to do is you're going to message Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook page, okay? You're going to message it the word, don't message it case study, rather message it flash sale. And you're going to get half off if you jump in by midnight tonight, okay? That's not a high pressure thing. It's just a thing to get you in. If you need for it to be half off in order to jump in, so be it. Makes no difference to me. It'll be half off until midnight tonight, okay, you guys? Also, you guys don't know this, but there is something very huge coming for my HBR people. HBR people don't even know it. I haven't said it. That's why. And I will be saying it soon, but if you're in HBR, yeah, game on. Get your stuff set up. Get your stuff set up. So if you're looking at this and you're like, I want to start this now, I suggest starting this now because it's getting it's already gotten wild. It's already gotten wild. It's about to get utterly insane. We're talking massive brands knocking at the door, utterly insane. That's all I'm going to say about it. Love you guys. Bye.